How much can we save with solar? Should we get panels now or wait a little longer for the prices to come down? I'll be answering these questions and more in this video. Hi, I'm Tom with Premier Roof Solar. I've been helping homeowners save money on their power bills for the last 5 years through renewable energy. If you're considering solar energy, you may be wondering if right now is the best time to get solar or if you should wait for the prices to come down. It's a fair question given how much solar equipment prices have dropped historically since 2000, from about $12 a watt to about $3.82 a watt today. As a homeowner, installing solar panels on your property is a great way to save on energy costs for multiple decades. Due to the huge drop in solar prices, one could expect to save even more money on solar by waiting just a few short years. After all, the price trend over the last 2 decades has been to decrease. That's despite some bumps in the road like the 2018 tariff on imported solar equipment. So if solar keeps getting more affordable, why do it now? Well, no one can predict the future. As with buying a home, trying to time the market is sort of impossible. So the key is to compare the benefits of incremental price decreases by waiting to the opportunity cost of delaying action. Let's do that now. The data shows that prices dropped between 3 to 5% per year from 2000 to 2012. Then from 2013 to 2020, it was about 2% per year. With supply chain issues from the pandemic and tariffs, the prices stopped declining. Today, the average size system is about $15,400 in California. If the downward trend returns, the total cost savings on solar by waiting for 3 years would amount to about $924. That's with the 2% per year decrease returning. To make an educated choice, here are 4 reasons why it may be better for you to switch to solar now rather than later. Number 1, waiting to install solar means waiting to save money today on energy costs, which increase from one year to the next. Keep in mind, weather and exports from last year led to price spikes in natural gas prices and decreased wind energy production. This was reflected in an increase in electricity prices that we saw last year. Number 2, prices for solar is at an all-time low today, but that's begun to change. Luckily for homeowners, the increase to a 30% tax credit in 2022 has offset that slightly for now. Number 3, incentives for solar are decreasing as solar becomes more popular, with more phase-outs happening in 2033. NEM3 has already decreased savings or ROI for about half the state here in California. Number 4, solar is a proven way to boost the value of your home and sell it faster. Let's take a look at each point a little deeper. Waiting means missing out on thousands of dollars of savings. This year, residential electricity rates increased on average by about 4% across the US compared to 2022. Some areas of California saw an increase of about 20%. In 2022, the average Southern California household energy bill was about $138 or $1,656 per year. So if you install solar that generates enough power to offset that entirely, you'd be saving that $1,656 in year 1. In year 2, that would be another $1,722, and in year 3, it would be another $1,791. Overall, across 3 years, you'd be looking at about $5,196 of savings in those first 3 years. Remember that the total cost savings by waiting to do solar for 3 years was about $924. That's if those 2% per year decreases come back. Point 2, solar prices are at an all-time low. In 1976, the average cost per watt was a whopping $75. Right now in California, it's about $3.82. Higher tariffs and the pandemic have paused price reductions. If not for the new tax credit in 2022, the overall prices would be up. The tax credit, which started about 16 years ago, has helped the solar industry grow by about 10,000% since then. The tax credit has not only helped to lower the cost of solar projects, but it's also created new business models. Sonova and Sunrun, for example, offer third-party financing. This means homeowners can get solar with zero money down and without getting into debt. With this model, the homeowner doesn't own the system. It's a 25-year contract to buy lower-priced solar electricity from a third party who is also responsible for maintenance and repairs, as opposed to buying higher-priced electricity from the utility. Number 3, incentives are being reduced as solar becomes more popular. Many solar incentives have already been phased out. Changes in net metering, or NEM, have already lowered rewards for solar in about half the state of California. Net metering is one of the best incentives for homeowners. If you wait longer, you may not be able to get these benefits. When sending solar energy to the grid, you get credits for unused power. Depending on your utility, 1 unit of solar energy sent back to the grid is equal to 1 unit of energy being used from the grid. As a result, your bill will decrease according to how many credits you get or how many units of energy you send to the grid. As with other incentives, even net metering has already been reduced.
Damn it!
This is NEM3, which reduced savings already for homeowners under SoCal Edison, PG&E, or SDG&E. And the final point, installing solar is a proven way to increase the value of your home and sell it faster. Putting solar on your roof involves looking 25 years into the future. Or about how long the solar system is going to last. If you do a contract, they're usually about 25 years long. Committing to an agreement along this timescale is a source of uncertainty for many people thinking about going solar.
I was a little unsure about this,
since they're unsure if they're going to actually stay in the home for that long. Fortunately, whether you plan on staying in the home or selling it in the near future, adding solar power will significantly increase the value of your property and sell it faster.
I like the sound of that.
Even with leases, which are now well established and gaining popularity, it's becoming increasingly easier to sell your solar powered home and transfer the lease to the new owner. This was a major problem in the beginning, but most of these contracts have changed, and most solar companies that do this have a department that's dedicated solely to transferring these over. When it comes to home prices, here are some studies by the US Department of Energy. According to an LBNL study, home buyers in California are willing to pay up to $4 per watt for a system already installed on a home they're looking to buy. Zillow is reporting about 3% added to the value of your home in Southern California. A National Renewable Energy Laboratory study showed that solar homes sell 20% faster than regular homes. That means waiting less time to find a buyer and waiting less time to get into your new home. The same NREL study showed that for every $1 saved per year with solar, it adds about $20 to the value of your home. Lastly, it's now easier than ever to sell your home with solar, even with a loan, lease, or power purchase agreement. Like I said, there are dedicated departments to transfer all these over to a new homeowner. So it's no longer an added source of negotiation if you have a knowledgeable realtor. It's similar to transferring a utility like gas or water.
Well, that was easy.
So when selling your home, consider finding a real estate agent that is familiar with the benefits of solar and can communicate these financial benefits to the prospective buyers or buyer's agents. You should share with your realtor how much solar is saving you on your energy bill per year and the expected remaining life cycle for it. The more information the realtor has, the better prepared they will be to communicate those benefits. There's an old Chinese proverb, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Solar's not too different. The best time to do it may have been 4 or 5 years ago. The second best time is today. So in short, doing solar now will reap you the benefits of decades worth of cost reduction, plus maximum savings from today's incentives, which will be reduced or gone tomorrow. And you can start saving sooner rather than later without having to worry about long-term commitment, since it's going to add value to your home and it's easier than ever today to transfer these to the new homeowner. If you're considering solar today and you want to learn more, click the link below for my solar cheat sheet or book a call.